Hello guys, this is Kudo, and today in this video will be a complimentary video about the screenshot video I made, and in this video we'll make some featuring some ad preview screenshot to see what we take and some animation to add to make it more beautiful. So let's get into it. So last time I let you with this script, so let's see the screenshot script. And I let you with this kind of script. So right now, what I will need to do, I will need to add some image to see the preview. Remember, if we take a screenshot in the previous video, we don't see any preview on anything we did take with this function. So what I will need to do, I will need to serialize this field. So let's serialize this field and let's create a private image. So to be able to add an image, I will add, so using system, no, not using system, using Unity Engine .ui, all right. And I will add so private image, and let's call this image so preview screenshot. Okay, and because I will add some animation and I will show you how I will done it, I will add also a rect transform of this previous screenshot. So I will add the private, not image, but preview private rect transform. So rect transform, not preview screenshot, but preview screenshot rect transform. All right. And I will need a last thing because I want it to work on any kind of size of device. I will add again a serialized field, and let's add so a private rect transform again, and I will need the rect transform of my canvas rect transform, and I will explain it to you just later why I need this. So before continuing, I will need to add some other plugin in Unity. So let's go on Safari or Visual Studio or anything, and I already prepare it. And you need to download Dotwin Animation. This is a very nice and very powerful plugin. It will allow you to make some animation. So I think I already downloaded, but you go to the Asset Store and you should add download. The button download here, but because I already downloaded it, I need just to open it in Unity. So I will click on it and let's authorize this, and it will fetch everything, the package, and because I already got it, I will just need to upgrade it. So where it is, so there it is. So I already downloaded it, so I will need to import it in my project. So let's import it. Let's click on import, and let's wait for the importing. So after you download the package, you should see a pop-up like this. Open it. So just click on open .twin utility package and just set up the .twin, and it will take some time, maybe a minute to figure it out everything. Just wait, and after you finish everything, you just need to back to Visual Studio and see how we can use this animation. Alright, so when everything is done, just click on apply, and after you will come back on this, and you can close this panel and this panel. And now let's head back to Visual Studio and let's start to code something. So first thing I will need to change, and maybe I didn't see it before because I forget about it because it's happened to me. So what I will need to do, I will create a string here. So let's call it this string, and this string will be the name you want, name wanted for screenshot. So for screenshot. And it's just basically up to you if you want to change it. It's not very important, but still. And this, I will name it so like this, so screenshot. And I know in Mac what they did, so they will name screenshot and they will add some other parameter like so. So I will add the date, date time now. So date time now. So to be able to do this, sorry, I forget about it. I will need to use using system like this. So I will use this library who will allow me to know what the date currently it is. So date time, and I will use dot now, and I will transform it to string. Okay, to string. And in this parameter, I want some format. So the format is very easy. I want the date. So sorry, I want the date as the day. After, I will need the months, and after that, I will need the years. All right. After that, I will need the hour, and after that, I will need the minute. Sorry, minute is minus m, and after that, I will need the second. And don't forget, I will need to add .png to have the current extension. So basically, it's up to you how you want to manage this thing. So because I'm living in France, this is how we use date. I know in America or some other country, you just switch the month and the date. But basically, it's up to you. And don't mess with the sensitive case, because this will not work. So this is for the day, this is for the month, this is for the years, this is for the hour, minute, and second. So because I already rename it, what I want to do, I want to copy this and I want to remove that. And now we can save this. So we don't need to do something about this. So we already make some nice thing. And what I want to do, I want to create a preview over there, and this preview will take a screenshot of my current view. And in some computer, I know, and some other website, when you take the screenshot take it here and just move toward over there and just fade out. So I want this kind of animation. So to be able to do that, let's head back to Visual Studio. This is why I use .win. And what I will need to do, so I will create a private void function. So private void, and I will call it apply and anim preview screenshot, and it will take in parameter a string to be referring to the path, like this. All right. So what I will need to do, I will need to create a new texture. So I will use this one. So let's copy paste this. So let's call it not screenshot, but maybe preview screenshot or screenshot texture. Maybe it will be more simple texture. And as the other one, it will take a width and a height. Okay, so remember the width and the height is corresponding to this. And what I will need to do, I will need to load the screenshot, the screenshot texture. So what I will need to do, I will need to copy this, so screenshot texture, and I want to use dot load, so load image. And the load image will need an array of byte, but to be able to use the array of byte, I will use file.read, read all byte. So file read all byte, sorry, file, if I can find it, file.read all byte, and it will take in parameter a pass, and the pass will be the pass I will put in parameter when I will call this function. Okay, so next thing I need to do, I need to use the preview image. So preview screenshot image dot sprite. So I will need to apply a sprite to another sprite, and to be able to do that, I will use a function I created specially for the load asset bundle, a video I made before. So this is the line of code I will need. This one. So this one allow me to convert 2D texture into a sprite. So I will use this one, and to be able to use this one, I will just need to make preview screenshot.sprite will be equal to utils, so utils dot, and convert texture to the sprite, and it will take in parameter a texture 2D, and this is very nice because I already got a screenshot texture over there, like this. Okay. After, I will need to again So I will say preview screenshot dot type. So this is a type of image. If you don't know what it is, if I head back to Unity and I show you an image, for example, let's create an empty image. So UI image like this. As you can see, the image over there, let me drag and drop and you will show it. I will show you. As you can see, they got some image type, so you can make simple slice, style, or fill. And I want to be able to make it simple. And I will show you this also. I want it to be a preserve aspect. So basically, he will basically preserve aspect. So I will remove this because I don't need this, like this. Okay, and let's head back to Visual Studio. And I want to make preview screenshot.type will be equal to simple. So image type dot simple. Okay, so now what I need to do, I will also, as I told you, preview dot screenshot dot dot, where it is, preserve. So preserve aspect will be equal to true. So this parameter, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want with that. So this is something very easy, and you can change it as you wish. And after do that, what I will need to do, I will need to start my sequences, so my animation. So basically over there, if I just call this like this, okay, like that, and I will use basically this, the pass, okay, and I will call this function. So let's drag and drop it and see what happened. So basically over there, so let's go on the main camera because I drag and drop my my script on the main camera. So I will need the image, okay, like this. I will need the transform of my image, okay, and I will need the canvas to avoid any null ref. And let's say the image will be equal to 200 by 200. And now if I save this and I just use screenshot, you will see a screenshot appearing on the image. Okay, let's make a screenshot, and as you can see, we can see our screenshot. But what I want to do is when I take the screenshot over there, so like this, I want to show you what I want to do. I want to be to the screenshot from there to move over here, and after just fade out. And to be able to do that, I will use .win. I know we can use Unity animation, but the .win animation is more beautiful, and I think it's more simple to use. So now you know what I want to do. So now let's head back to Visual Studio. But before this, you will need to do something. So the image, as you can see, we got the rect transform, and to be able to be working on any kind of device and any kind of aspect of your screen. So what I will need to do, I will need to change the anchor position of this. So I will hold shift and make it like this, and the position over there will be -100. If I can type, okay, -100, and over there will be also -100. Okay, and as you can see, the pivot of our image is 1 1, but I don't want 1 1. The pivot I want is 0.5, so 0.5 and 0.5, because I want to my image to be center. But over there, as you can see, the position is -200 and -200, but as you can see, as I told you, I want -100 and -100. And as you can see, we can see the width and the height. The position is the width divided by 2 minus, and same for the height for the y value. So this is something very important, because if you don't do that, it will not work on any kind of device, and I want to be able to work on any kind of device. So remember, for the pivot position will be 0.5 and 0.5, and right now -100 and -100 for the size of 200 by 200. But it's basically up to you. If I maybe put 500 over there and 500 over there, it will be -250. I think you know what I mean, like this, and it will be the same over there. And oops, sorry, the minus over there. And as you can see, your image will always anchor on the top left, right? Yeah, top right of the screen. So for be able to see something, this is why I just put 200 of the width, like this. And now we can head back to Visual Studio and see how we can do that. So now we are in the function apply anim and preview screenshot. So what I will need to do, I will need to create what we call a sequence. But before we need to create a sequence, you will need to add the using so it's using twinning, all right, and this will allow you to use twin animation. So as I told you, we need to create a sequence. What is a sequence? A sequence, it's a series of events made by twin, and you can say, okay, I want to my image to do that, after to do that, after to do that, after to do that, etc., etc. So I will use this sequence to make an animation. So to be able to create a sequence, so let's declare a sequence. So sequence. Let's call it my sequence to be very simple. So my sequence, and my sequence will be equal to do twin and dot sequence, something very, very nice. So I just create an object, and I need to define my sequence. So my sequence dot, and we'll use happen. So basically happen, what is it? Is basically an event, a kind of event, and this will start the animation. So I want to append, and what I want to do in my append, I will use, this is why I will need the rect transform on my image. I will use a screenshot dot preview screenshot rect transform, and I will make a do. And I will use, as you can see, I got some plenty animation on the twinning. So I will use a do anchor position. So do anchor position, and it will take a vector 2 n value and a float duration. So in my do position, what I will to put in parameter, I will create a new vector 2. So new vector 2. And in the new vector 2, what I will need, so I just put a comma over there, and to be more colorful like this, I'll put the new vector 2 over there. So the new vector 2, what I will need to put in parameter, I will put minus, so canvas, so I will use a canvas rect transform dot size delta dot x plus, so the preview screenshot rect transform dot size delta dot x divide by 2. Remember what I say about the dividing by 2? This is how it's important, and why we are using the canvas size delta dot x, because if I head back to Unity, if I head back to my canvas, as you can see over there, we got the width and the height. And if I move the screen, as you can see, the height is moving and the width is not moving. Why? Because of the canvas scaler over there. So remember, for the canvas, put scale with screen size, because this will not work, and put the reference resolution at 920 by 1080. And as you can see, put it on the width or the height, depending on how you use it. But as you can see, if I move the screen over there, the height is moving. And because we are depending on the canvas, This is why I will need the reference of the scan of this Canva, and the width and the height on the rect transform is defined by, if I go on debug over there, is defined by the size delta of the same canvas. So so maybe one day I will make a video about UI, but I don't know. Maybe if I got some time. Anyway, let's head back to Visual Studio, and I think you guessed it, because I did this for the X value, I will do the same for the Y value. So I will copy paste this, so like this, okay, and I will put not X but Y, and same for this, okay. And he will ask me a duration, so duration I will put 1.0, so for 1 second, F, like this. And after he finish his moving happen, so why it's not working, because I forget the parenthesis. And after he will finish the animation to move top right to bottom left, because this is what the animation does. I will need to add another event. So what I will need to do, I will need to add a dot and another animation. So I will use append, and again I will do a preview screenshot. So preview screenshot dot, and I will do a do fade. So basically, as the name said, it will fade my image. So will fade, it will ask me n value, so the n value will be 0 because I want it to fade completely, and it will put it maybe in 1 second, something very very easy, something very quick. And after it will fade it again. I will use another not happen, but I will use a prepend interval. So basically, it will wait for 1 second before do another action. And after this, I will use what we call onComplete. So after onComplete all the animation, I will use an action, or what I like to call it, a callback. So like this. So the callback I will use like this, and it will allow me to call a function. And after the callback is done, we can finish our animation. So in this callback, I will need to reset the position of our image. So now let's create another function. So private void reset preview screenshot. And in this reset preview screenshot event parameter, so parameter, okay, what I will need to do, I will need to do something very easy. So I will make a preview screenshot rect transform dot anchor position. So I will anchor the position in the default position. So this will be equal to a new vector 2. So new vector 2. And I think you guessed it. What it will take in parameter will be the preview screenshot rect transform dot size delta dot x divide by 2, because again the pivot is not moving, and for the y it will be the same. So I will just need to copy paste this, okay, like this, okay, divide by 2. And what I will need to do, I will need to empty the image. So I will make a preview screenshot dot sprite will be equal to null, and I will make another stuff to avoid spamming the screenshot button, to be able to avoid spamming the screenshot button, because I don't want the user to use each frame. I will use something very easy. I will create a private bool is allowed to take screenshot. This one will be equal to true by default. So I will just make over there an if statement. So if is allowed to take screenshot will be equal to true, he can trigger the event screenshot, and the is allowed screenshot will be equal to false just after he takes a screenshot over there. So we don't need this parameter is wanted current camera render. Okay, so we don't need this. Okay, and is allowed to take screenshot will be equal to true after we just finish all my animation. Will be equal to true, not tree but true, if I can make it. Okay, and this function will be called in our callback over there. So last thing we need to do, because we make a fade over there, we need to unfade our screenshot before show it. So what I will need to do, I will make a preview screenshot dot do fade, and the end value will be 1, and I want to be done immediately. So now we can save this. We can head back to Unity. Last thing we need to do, so we can just fade this like that. So we can put it on awake function, but just for the purpose of the video, I don't really need it. So we can hit play. So let's see what's the magic happen. And now, so in the console over there, so now we just need to take the screenshot. One thing, make sure to make the image before the button like this. And did I call the function on the button? Yep. So now we can take the screenshot. So don't mess with that. Make the preview not over, but behind the take screenshot button. Now let's take the screenshot. And as you can see, the animation is working. Again, if I press it, okay, and if I spam it, as you can see, we cannot make a lot of screenshots. So if you're not comfortable with this, and if you want to see the screenshot, what we can do, we can just put the other screenshot button over there. So -100. Oops, not minus, but like this. 200. Like this. We can save this, and now we can see the preview over there go over there, over there. So now we can hit play, and as you can see, if I take the screenshot is working. And even if I just change the scale like this, as you can see, we need to see only a square, a cube. So I will take the screenshot, and as you can see over there. So as you can see, I make a little mistake. So now when you take the screenshot, you can see the screenshot is starting over there, but I don't want to start it over there. I want to be starting over there. And when you take the screenshot, it start over there and head back to this. So why this mistake is just a simple mathematic issue. I just need to put minus over there and minus over there. I make a confusion between the underscore and the minus. So we can save this now. Now let's head back to Unity and let's test everything. And I take the screenshot. As you can see, we can see the screenshot over there. And if I take again a screenshot, we can see it over there. And even if I shrink everything and we take the screenshot, we got the screenshot over there and go over there. And if I shrink it again like this and even like this, we take the screenshot, we just see the screenshot and it will go over there. Again, like this, if I make it very, very small like this, we take again the screenshot, and as you can see here, going over there and just fade out. And even if I spam it, I spam, Nothing happened because we got the boolean who saved us. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. And I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. So if content equal to like or user learned something equal to true, user should thumb up plus subscribe. Else, user should dislike but help me to improve. Thank you and I'll catch you guys next time.